Hey, hey, welcome, welcome. Whoops. Come on, come on. Snacks. These are old cats, so I gotta make them work for their food. Well, for their snacks, anyway, treats. Helps them get some exercise. Cheers. What up, Caleb? What up, Thunderstorms, Scoob, Beard Grooves? The whole posse is on Broadway. Yo, Rob in the building. How y'all doing? I'm just going downstairs. I'm here. Kick in the door with the 4-4. All you heard, Papa Phone can be no more. All right. All right. Let me make sure. What's going on, Wine? How you doing? How you doing? Benjamin Winkle, that Willow form is dope. I didn't even see it yet. Did my messages not come through? Let's see. So, I'm working on okay. Hmm. We worked on this today a little bit. Got the finish on this handle. Man, that is a nice sheen. That turned out so good. I was so very happy with these results. Ah, ah. So, anyways, that's going to pop up on the website. But one of the things I was thinking maybe is that for the members, I think what I'll do is just create like a playlist, like a members only type of playlist. And y'all can tell me if this even makes sense or not, right? If I did like a members only playlist of like a little 30-second or 1 minute description that shows all the up close characteristics and flaws, because they are flaws. But that way people can look at them beforehand, before purchasing, if they want to purchase them or not. You know what I'm saying? And in that way, I don't have to argue with people on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can find my other devices so I can see all of my chats. And I bet you didn't know that, girl. You didn't know that I need you. Oh, I forgot that microphone is like right there. Cut my whole situation in half. The willow form. Oh, Beard Grooves is putting me up. If I receive the knife. Oh, Ron asked, no, man. No, it is, I sit on my front porch like a baby. This morning, I saw a white van outside my truck. I mean, outside the front porch. And I came outside and I was like, yeah, is it? And it was just some kidnappers. So, yeah, yeah. But no, I have not seen the willow form, but I will check it out. Oh, I tried to go to it just now off the link, but it didn't let me. And if I do it here, boop, the whole chat's going to disappear. Oh, I mean, I didn't ask them what they were doing. They were just throwing, kids in the van. And I was like, that's not my business. I was like, if I had a knife, maybe I'd have said something. You said it's pure art. The knife Ron made. Oh, I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to get it. He sent it a while back. So I'm not really sure what the holdup is, but it did take me, oh, geez, almost 3 weeks to get a knife that I put on Rush to Denmark and back. So who knows, man? Hopefully nobody gaffled me. That would suck. People in the white van work for little people. Hey, whatever floats their little vanly boats. He was talking about sending you another. Oh, no, not until, not until. I think we wait a little bit. I think we wait a little bit. I would feel so bad if two of them arrived because he puts a lot of time and effort into them. You know what I mean? Like even and I want it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't buy it, so I would hate for him to put that kind of effort back into a whole new knife just because some you know goober took it. But so far we don't have confirmation that it's gone, so we will see. You know, we will see. But Ron's a good guy. I am. I'm glad to just have availability and access to his channel. If I'm being honest, those knives are so inspirational. Like every time I do a knife and his isn't here, I think to myself, "Oh, his is gonna make mine look like junk." I always do. I go, "Oh man, his is gonna make mine look like junk." Because it's so good. He's so good. Runic in the building. What's up, dude? I'm thinking about. I'm finishing up some of these things, some of these knives, some of these polishes and stuff. And I got this polish on this thing that I just cannot stop staring at. And it worked out real good. And of course, this one I finally got the finished on it, and it just worked out real good. And as it darkened, it shows a lot more of the detail in the carve, So super happy about that too. Might put this on the website for sale. Um, but we was talking about doing a members only section. Um, what do you guys think of this idea? Let's talk about that right now, real quick. That blade does shine like chrome. I'm so happy with how this blade turned out. I put a lot of chutzpah on it. It ain't perfect though. You can see that it's not, but it ain't bad. It's got some little scratches that I did not want to start digging in too deep that were already there. A little bit on the spine too. but it does its job wonderfully. Mm-mm-mm. See, this is the problem. Um, Shoe Hadley. I don't know how much. I think probably this knife. I'm just gonna say, I would probably sell this knife for like 300. In a membership situation, I'll probably do like a 250. But that's probably where I'd start. I don't even have a sheath for it yet, but I'd box it up nice and send it out anywhere in the U.S. But it's a usable knife, and it's I think 1960s. I'm gonna do a little bit more research on it. Problem with member exclusive stuff is for some reason YouTube will recommend it to people who are not members. Yeah, they try to make you come back. They try to make you become members. They'll be like, "Hey, what's this?" And you're like, "Oh." I think they're trying to, I think that's why. Can I send it to Malaysia? No. Um, US only. Because of that. Because the shipping is crazy. Um, like the last thing I shipped out of the country was $103 and it came back because my description wasn't descriptive enough. And I got to pay another $103 to make a second attempt. So I don't want to pass on that problem to anybody. Whoa, Pilato came in here and gave me 5 memberships, dude. Dope. Yo, Pilato. Yo, I don't know in the whole existence of my channel if that's ever happened. I don't know if that's ever happened in my whole existence of my channel. Thanks, dude. I didn't even know it was happening. That's dope. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Big homie West, what up, Jake? Boop. Get some pounds and some daps. That is super cool. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, the problem with somebody was saying the problem with membership things. Oh, yeah. But I think, yeah. Can I send it? I wish I could send to Malaysia. I can check on it though. I can check on it. Here's what you do though. Hit me at westdoesitmail@gmail and I'll look into it for you. How about that? Beard Grooves is in the building, always here hanging out with us, man. And Beard Grooves has some good information for us. Some good information for us. So I love that. Knowledgeable guy. So I'm gonna clean this thing up. And I think I'm all done with this, except I need to buy some leather for this one. Because I think this will be better with a leather sheath. And the leather that I have is like really soft. And I don't think that's appropriate. I don't know. Maybe I'll have some ideas. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. But I gotta clean this thing up, polish it up, put some finish on it, um, protect all this other stuff after I clean it up. Just want to get all of the sellables in order. You know what I'm saying? All of the things that might go somewhere cleaned up. Also, I got a blade. I'm kind of freaking falling behind on. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Yeah, right here. I got this blade that I got started, and this is about as far as I want to go with it, and then I can put the heat on it and start burning that thing up. Maybe we'll go do that real fast, And I'll mark out the actual shape on some paper so that while that's baking or burning, we'll be able to have a copy of what we've got so we can go ahead and make the handle. No reason not to do those two things simultaneously. And maybe I can go get it from a piece of wood that we got outside in the driveway. That'd be pretty awesome. Bill Clancy, what's up? Agent, Agent got a membership. Yo, welcome, man. You hit all the right people. Pilato is a hero. Yo, Pilato was responsible for the new members and the squad. Thank y'all. What a cool guy. What a cool dude. Well, if I think so, take a look. Were you this? Did you have that little badgy thing next to your thing down there before? Membership whisperer. That's right. Ugh, that's right. We was hanging out this morning, me and Pilato, and he was working out his bench. One of his quite a few benches that he's built over there, and the outdoor space is fantastic. My wife doesn't have high expectations for me on the outside spaces, fortunately. Cause yeah, she shouldn't. So, wait, let's figure out which part has that weird little cutout so we don't let that jut out. But we could also potentially put in like a little pin right there. And this is a carving knife, obviously, size-wise. But I also want it to be cool. So that's that. Let's go set something on fire. Fire. Woo, woo, woo. Fire. Bow, bow, bow. Let's use this one. Then we have our propane with us, though. I don't think so. It's probably outside. I'm pretty sure. Let me get a lighter. I see that flower in here. Someday, how you doing? Somebody said handmade. That is Steve. What up, Steve? Because his honey is handmade. Steve did some cool. He does some really clever stuff on the lathe. Really clever stuff. Those little bee traps, those little bird houses. Cute and smart. Listen, last time we were doing this, we got shut down by my wife. She called mid burning, and we ended up with a situation where you guys missed the whole, well, just the burny flame smoky part of the process. So I'm going to try to see if I can get it right this time. I think I'm going to grab, yeah, I think this will work. All right, I'm going to change the sound for just a second so you guys can actually see in there. That's aggravating me a little bit. Let me get a fire going down there. That'll help me get everything else together. You know what I'm saying? So I'll make me a little pile of brick. A little pile of brick. So we can have a proper situation for the ventilation. You understand? Wish I had some hot dogs to throw on this afterwards. Ugh. You ever see somebody move hot coals with their hands? Huh? I still haven't. These are cold as cold. All right. Okay. I think that's going to help. This will be my safety feature. Back to some fire. Make sure I got this together. There, one time for it. Just gotta make sure. Where's the lighter? Oh, right here. All right. fire. Got that thing on fire. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close that. Close that so that stops burning. I'll put this. Y'all tell me if you can still hear me. Bah. How about now? Cool. I'm hoping to get more views on my long form content since I can actually earn some AdSense revenue now. But ever since I fully monetized my long form content, performance has been poor. That sucks, Pilato. I got no long form content. I do, but it's shallow. It's shallow ponds for the moment. My kitty cat craves chicken. My kitty cat craves milk. My kitty cat craves tuna. So my kitty cat craves yeah. My kitty cat craves. Did y'all get those commercials in the UK, Ralph? Fake. More, I say. No, don't do it. We got a little time to heat up. That glowy redness was kind of cool. Now we can just chunk that bad boy. I'm pretty much stopped doing shorts too, since I don't want to get them nearly as well as Wes does it, and they aren't getting pushed either. Just keep working on it. Like, you realize I've done thousands of shorts. I've published probably close to 1,000 shorts in this last year. So take some practice and some do-overs and some muck-ups and some tries. I have not figured out a successful formula for long form because I really haven't tried it yet in the capacity that I want to, but anything's better than nothing. I think I'm gonna just start pushing some stuff out there to have some stuff out there as best I can while I can. You know what I mean? But I don't know. We'll see. Does Miss West tell you off for using her oven? Tell you what's crazy. Miss West tells me for having a oven and stove 10 times better than that one that came with the house sitting in the garage for 3 years. Because he doesn't want to run the gas lines. I do, but I want somebody here with me who knows something to run the gas lines. Because I'm gonna have to pull some really long pipe, and I need somebody on the other end while I'm threading, and I need them to know what they're doing. True naked. What? Wait, what? Huh? Right, I'm not good at shorts. So the play out of shorts is low relative to long form, really low. Really low. You guys look like you had a really good Mother's Day. We had an amazing Mother's Day. Thank you so much. We really did. Uh, they're very good at the planning of such things, and fortunately, there's some older family members who don't want to get all over the Disney World and ride all the things, and so I've got somebody to hang out with while the teenagers escape, and I get to keep some money in my pocket. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Man, I'm missing some comments. By the way, don't give cars milk. Brilliant. That's true. I get a few follows from shorts, just snips from lives usually. I think that's reasonable. Thanks. Pretty much all of my shorts, 15-second remixes of my live stream or long form content. I mean, some of that works, but mine don't perform nearly as well. Those live clips, the AI joints, don't perform nearly as well for me as shorts with that I do myself. Or if you have a favorite genre of music, do a little short, have that music in the background from the shorts thingamabobs that they give you. Um, and then, if somebody's in the car, yours comes on, it's got cool music, they might just listen to it for that. Some of them. One thing Ryan from 77 Rocks told me is focus on making better content, not numbers. 100%. 100%. That's the key to longevity with anything, right? Like, you can catch a trend and you can ride out, but like if you don't catch a trend, you need to make a trend. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm finna do? I can't stand this. We're gonna clean this up real fast. Mm, nah, nah, nah. We're gonna work on this knife. We're gonna work on this knife because I do what I want to do down here. Fortunately, my wife gets home and tells me what it is that I want to do next. But for now, I got this blade. Boom, 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 boom. I got blade. And I've got a couple of things. I got this purple heart that I also baked in my wife's oven. Um, I'm curious, would it be nice to do uh, another little carver, but maybe something out of the purple heart, maybe something I can sandwich in, put a couple pieces over, open up, which is thinner. Yeah, that's kind of perfect. It's kind of perfect. Kind of perfect. How do I do that though? One, I got to know the shape of what I want the knife handle to be. And then think about the tang also. So glad I got this template. We're going to cut off right about here so that we can decide where our blade starts and stops. Because we can freestyle and play around with the handle. The blade is already set in steel. Kind of not bad just like that, right? But I like for these handles to be a little bit chunky for the grip, you know what I'm saying? Wu-Tang. What up, the wandering repairman? Hey, like your style. Homemade with Ron. Yo, we got some contributions in this piece. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. So if we do something like that, that could be cool. Then we gotta have a sheath. So what if we went a little wide? I always want to ride that spine, and I don't really have to. Don't really have to. Because this can be a full-time situation. Oh, hold on 1 second, y'all. So I'm here. Hold on. Let me check my comments real fast. Um, so Woo handle. Do 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 do. And I don't see you, Ron. I don't know why. Oh, there it goes. And no, I just didn't get the knife. No, sir. Um, but I'm patient. I am patient. Um, just been squirrely, the system. Thank you for the donation up there. I think that may have been to get my attention. But yeah, it's gonna be fine. As far as I know, it's just en route. Um, I try not to be too excitable about things. So I think it'll be okay. I look forward to it for sure, though. Like I am very excited about getting it, but I'm not gonna drive myself nuts about it either. You do such good work, Ron. It's 100% worth the wait. 100% worth the wait. And I know you got a lot of interest in your knives, so I wouldn't ask of you to do any more work than you have already. Um, for me, on a gift, it's a gift. I accept my gifts very graciously. I don't put any restrictions or hardships on the giver. I mean, ultimately, the fact that you did it in the first place is really nice and something I really appreciate. So there's that too. So if I end up doing this, well, how the way now we know how to get Wes's attention. No, Pilato, please don't do that to me. Tell him to go. Well, Rob, tell him to. I am gotta make and send more. No, no, you don't have to do that, Ron. You don't have to. I'm trying to be gracious about any gifting. So your choice, buddy. But I sincerely, genuinely am willing to wait. I really am. This will be in the middle. This whole thing will be in the middle. Are you getting sick of watching me bumble bumble through this, Ron? You're like, oh my God, this guy never gonna get this figured out. Oh, I'm all intimidated. Like I feel like I got like those people on Celebrity Chef, and the celebrities are in there like your food is terrible. Yes, that is Purple Heartwood. I like it too. I think it's gonna be nice. I think it's gonna be more of an accent here. Because this particular Purple Heart gets really dark. I think I should go down further from that edge. And I should go. I'm gonna do it right there. That's it. I wonder how this Purple Heart would look with that wood from outside that I got. May not be dry enough yet though. May not be dry enough yet. Let's think about the next part of this thing. Maybe now I can use my scroll saw. That would be cool. We'll start by taking this current situation apart. Put in a new one. I got 20 likes. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you. I'm sorry I'm neglecting you and I don't get to see all your comments and stuff. Um, but I can't get it to come up on my big screen over there. Oh, you've never seen what in person? Ron is a legend. But Ron, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Please don't put yourself out into too much effort. I respect what you do. I have not used my scroll saw, I don't think, once. I used it to make sure it worked as sort of a demonstration. Where the heck is it? How do I lose a whole scroll saw? How do I lose an entire saw? I'm not even joking. How? I got too much space. I'm ungrateful. I should organize better. Come on, we're just gonna have to walk through the shop, looking like goofballs. Well, just me, really, until I find it, and then you can be like, "You big dummy." So one thing I did find out is that I got to change my blade and flip it the other way. What do I do with it? How could it, like, it's heavy? Used to be over there. Not anymore. This was sort of over here, but it wasn't with that. That's boat stuff. Nope. 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 The heck? I definitely wouldn't have taken my scroll saw out of the shop. And no burglar in his right mind would come and steal a scroll saw. So I don't even know what the heck happened. It is. Let me show you what's so bizarre. I'm a gentleman. I'm a man like you, Ron, but you're a good man, and I know that I don't want to put a good man out. I found this though. So, move a couple of things. My shop has gotten crazy. I admit it. I admit it. I apologize for it. How many times do I have to get on my hands and knees? All right, we're gonna figure this thing out too. Let's get all the crap out from under it. Places for all this stuff. It can just go in their various places. These all go to the trash. Clamps can go right here. Marking things can go right here, except we need this pencil flat now. Turn this thing around. Ugh. And it should be good just to fire right on up, do its thizzle. But we're gonna have to figure out how to do it. I think I need some Allen keys to turn these little thingamabobs. Yeah. I'll show you what I mean. These here. Because the tool, full start. Does its thing, but I just put the teeth in upside down. Wonder if this lets me do it. That certainly loosens up the tension. Maybe that just lets me take it off. Nope. And glasses really do be getting in my way. Okay, those are just a couple of Allen keys. I think I got some of those. Near to me and dear to me. Just now I was looking for a better place to put you guys. All right. Blade is released. Whoop. Had that pretty tight. So now, just gonna flip it. It was a new blade. I'm gonna put it in. I'm sure there's somebody in the comment section telling me there's an easier way to do this. And I thank you for having grace and mercy and patience for my foolishness and my simpleton ways. Oh, yeah. This is like hard or whatever. All right. I'm gonna put this one in here. We'll tighten it. Probably too much. Turn this thing here, which should add tension to that thing there. Make that lever go down, bringing that lever up, thus making our blade taut. Sort of. Way to the left, though. Like way, way to the left. Oh, that's concerning. Works, let's do it. Get you a little bit closer to the action, Jackson. Let's bring this thing down, right? Keep us manageable. Tighten that. And yeah, I think I'm going to just leave that square for now, right? Let me mark it so I don't lose my mind later about mucking up. For now, we're just square. But we are going to have to come in the middle. Have to. No choice. I also don't know, though, if I even want to pull up like that. I kind of want that front to be different. This is the most practical way to approach it, though. Let's go. The table's moving. Thing was trying to crawl off the bench. Okay, so we got it out, and what it would be inside of that sheath-like thing we decide we want to make. So do that. That's a perfect length. And make us a mark. And it's just going to be whatever that length is right there. We'll just match it, bring it straight down. Where is the square? Guess if our saws are square, we don't necessarily need that, do we? To the skill saw, Gilligan. Let's go ahead and set that back to 0. All right, give me a quick second. I'm gonna cut this real fast. You're just gonna have to sit right there. Oh, dang it. That's what I get for popping off. Flexing. Giving them the business. All right, don't do this at home. That's how you get out 9 inches out of 4, fellas. Oh, goodness. So we need 2 of these. We'll cut the other one later. Like, we'll put them together and then, decide. Because what we're going to do is, ouch, splinterification. Ew. Oh, man. Oh, and the blue gloves didn't save you. It's a bad place to leave it. I ordinarily just leave it, deal with it later. But right there in the webbing, that's an adventure all of itself. Don't worry, you guys, I'm a surgeon. Boom. Done. All right. Back to our show. I'll slap that bad boy in right there. That'll give me the indicator where my blade's supposed to be. Right. Make a little mark so we remember. Stick your side that way. Stick your side that way. And then we'll do our other one. And then we'll give ourselves another thickness of this material. So we might as well go ahead and do that. We might as well go ahead and double these up on themselves, right? I hope that was, hope you were looking at that. I hope it wasn't just pointing at me the whole time. Oh man, do we not have any? Is that the last of the walnut? Oh, that's all my walnut, son. Sheesh. I'm gonna have to do Purple Heart again. So I'm gonna do, this knife is gonna be, let's see, profile. It's gonna be this and then this. And then the Purple Heart on the outside again. Okay. Okay. I'll freaking do it. Do it. I'm not scared. We're gonna go to the table saw though, so we can make all of these consistently the same. To the table saw, Batman. That's what Alfred would sound like today. He was like 1,000 years old. Rob was just pointing out to me the other day the historical fact that Batman is an amazing superhero, and his butler is English. Guess you do what you're good at, Oh, let me stop kidding. I'm joking, of course. Rob is my best friend in the whole wide web. Hold on a second. I'm gonna try to give you a good place to view this nonsense too. Maybe right here is good. Oop. Don't fall over though. Look at the graffiti. Look at the graffiti. I will need that sled for sure. I don't know if that's the best thing. That's our thickness. Kind of almost already there. And now all we need is a way for you to see. What I do with my I ask y'all every 5 minutes what I did with something I had in my hands. And that is my curse. Look at that. It turned out good. That was in my short earlier. I'm impressing myself with these final coats, I must say. The automotive effort has paid off indeed. Bam. No. Somebody calling me again. What is going on? Hello, this is Wes. Oh my God, that was the most annoying. Oh, oh my God, that was so annoying, that guy. Okay. Let's see. Do I have enough for 2 of these in that? Oh, I don't. I don't. I don't. Crikey. I'm gonna have to do this. Noise. I don't understand. I don't understand. Maybe that's just me. But Jesus Christ, if my job is to talk on the phone, my whole job is to call people and talk on the phone. You have some kind of grasp of the language that you're speaking to the people who are you obviously calling in the United States. Like, I mean, I'm talking trash, but that dude probably knows more languages than I do. I mean, pretty darn sure he speaks mine better than I can speak his. It's still annoying. All right. Let's say we got a whole other hour in. Where do I sign? My nephew broke my push stick last month. Oh, it's dope that your nephew's messing with a push stick, though. That's kind of cool. Is everyone subscribed? Are you all locked in to the West Desert Wood Train, baby? Oh, now, right? Now I might be rethinking the order of these. What if I do that? You know what I'm saying? What if I do that, G? What if the sandwiching goes like that, and then I put those bad boys together? Well, thank you so much for helping me make this decision. That was the perfect way to go. You guys rock my socks. And I'm not just saying that because it rhymes. A bunch of socks rockers. Oh, throw them all on the floor, throw them all on the floor. Dun, 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 throw them all on the floor, throw them all on the floor. Like you don't care. Like you don't respect nothing you work with at all. Throw them on the floor. Okay. One is you get to go there and you know, get away. Get away, get away, get away now. Why is this narrower? Maybe this compressed. I don't know. What I got, you got to give it to your mama. I got, you got to give it to your papa. Why was he saying what he got? You got to give it to all those people. You know what I'm saying? He was giving it away to mothers and fathers alike. What is with those chili peppers? What's with those chili peppers? He was giving it away to everybody? I don't know. The boys was hardcore on them guitars, I'll tell you that. I don't see my monitor, y'all, which means I'm missing a phone somewhere. I've sort of ignored it from the point in which it rang and I had to deal with that telemarketing dude. But it's over there somewhere. But it's also my monitor. So that's why I can't read the chats right now. Even though I love you all with all my heart. So we'll get back up. Get back on that saddle. I'm gonna ride, Sally, ride. Telephone, telephone. Where have you gone? Where are you at when I'm all alone? Did I hear the Drake album? No, I did not. You can choose ancient accent, Philippine English, Indian English. Yeah. The Wonder and Repair, man, I definitely scrapped a long time ago. That's dope, man. Thank you. Thank you. Wild and Wavy, what's up? I didn't even say what's up to you yet. I did not even say what's up to you yet. I do it now. I don't know why my screen don't ever be on the live. Like it's never on the live. So we're gonna go this to this first. Let's do it. Make sure they're the same distance roughly. Now, here's if you didn't know, I'm giving you some free game right now. When it comes to these are not laminated boards here. They're just thin cut. So it's gonna respond and it's gonna react and it's gonna act like wood does when it gets wet and when it dries out, it's gonna want to twist. And so we're gonna be careful in our process that when we clamp, we're gonna clamp the bejesus out of this. Um, because it needs it. I've definitely done this one a time or two, and they have surprisingly strong retaliatory curvation. Anyway, that's what the scientists told me on YouTube. So, two things is one, I want to make sure that I'm fully adhered. That means covered glue end to end, top to bottom, front to back, and side to side. Okay. And where are the clamps that I want to use to make it so dirty? Yeah. Where are the clamps that I've decided to use to make all of this stuff stay together? Stay together. Okay. Get as much surface area as possible out of that little head of that clamp. I called it an alligator clamp one time. Somebody went off on me in the chat. Don't you know? I'm kidding. He didn't go off. He just made me look stupid, which I am. Stupid was. All right. I'm gonna let this one scooch down a little bit. You want to get them while you know what I'm saying? Because they will try to pull away a little bit. Sort of the nature of the thing. Is it frustrating? Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Is it worth it? 100%. So what I'm mostly concerned about is these little edges. The ends are most susceptible to like curling up on each other. I don't like that one bit. So I'm going to continue to lock on various pieces and parts. If you got too many clamps in your shop, you can send them here. Because I need them all. Every blessed one. It's almost as if Mother Nature gifted me with too many clamps, but then I think about it and I go, there's no such thing. I got enough clamp for the right wood. All right, let's take this out. That succeeded. Out of the way. Now it's gonna chill over there. Let's do another circumstance the exact same way, the exact same stuff. So this time though, I'm gonna do a little different. Use this wood to spread that glue. Like margarine, really. It's like a nice buttery cream on top of that there. And then this one. Huh? You like that? I'm sure we got enough length out of that. I know what you're thinking. Wes, so much goddamn glue. I would say to you, dang right. Dang right. I don't regret a single thing. You're a little surprised by that squeeze out, weren't you? I know. It's shocking. It's all right, though. Everything's going to be. Your last carpenter didn't squeeze out like that? Yeah. Figures. Don't worry, though. I got you. I got a lot of clamps, baby. I don't have to tell you what that means. Getting stuff stuck together. Just when you think I've run out of clamps, I got even more clamps. Just for good measure. Get in there and clamp something. All right. I think that's good, right? I can put it over here as well. Clampapalooza. The clamp sessions. I got glue all on my arm. Glue all over my desk. What the heck ever am I gonna do? No problem. Then we'll put this bad boy inside of those bad boys and clamp them all together once we got our metal out of the oven and it's all heated and resoftened for us. Right now, we probably got about another half hour or so before that's ready. Oh yeah, I already got a lot of glue, man. It's just how I live. It's a lifestyle, really. When you think about it. What up, Joe? What up, Andrew? How you doing, Mr. Coffin? Think I missed a couple of y'all, and I appreciate you with the likes and the subscribes, dude. You are what's keeping West Does It alive. It's gonna hurt. That is going to hurt. It's gonna be like a waxing, I think. Never been waxed though. Ouch. There's definitely hair coming off with that. Ooh. Yikes. Yowza. Ooh. I hate stuff on my skin. Absolutely hate it. From Bristol, yo, welcome. Peace. Andrew is me. Hey, we got a pair of Andrews in here. Is that like a couple of kings? That 20 in a hand of blackjack? Pretty good odds. Pretty good odds. Yeah, it's me. You know what I'm saying? So we got some good stuff going. What do you guys think about this as a carver handle design? Yay or nay? That goofy? Can't tell exactly. I don't know. I know we've got a limit in our width, but we don't really have a limit otherwise. Oh, both your accounts. Are you in here double dipping? You in here being number 36 and 37 in the chat? Man, you are winning. Ugh. Winning today. Which one of these accounts should you be a doggone mod in? Cause you gotta be. You gotta be. First off, I can't even believe I don't have Kevin English in here like that, like a boss. Playing myself. You know what I'm saying? Playing myself. Mm-mm-mm. Rob, what's good? It's not necessary. You are a good man. I want to help. And that's dope. That is dope. Good people, I think, attract good people. I mean, good deer attract lions and, hunters and mates. But in this case, got some good people in this chat. I'm spreading this glue on my desktop because it adds to the waterproofability. Fills in my little gaps here and there. And then when I sand it down, I get everything back super smooth because I filled in all of my extras. Man, shout out to Palato, yo, for giving us 5 memberships today. That is absolutely incredible. Shout out to him. Check his channel out. He does some early morning, late night stuff. I guess just when he's got his time to himself in the shop, which is pretty much what all of us do. I just have the good fortune of my sweet wife picking up the kids today so I can be here with you, my good friends. My good friends. So we got that piece figured out. We got that in the oven, and maybe also wondering how he lost the scroll saw that was on the floor in the middle of the shop. In the middle of the shop. But that's a really simple answer, Rob. A really simple answer to that question. I'm an old man. Even the new glasses couldn't help. Listen, this is crazy. These are readers. These are for up close because I'm doing stuff with my hands. Here's the insane part. Because I have contact lenses in right now. And my contact lenses are so nice and sharp to correct my distance vision because I'm nearsighted. Without contact lenses or glasses, my vision from here to here is extreme, more so than most people, because I'm extremely nearsighted. That means I see very closely, very well. But then once you get here, getting too far to read. And then I get the glasses. And then from there on, I can see everything perfectly. But now it's recorrected. So here forward is blurry again. And then I have to put these things on. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. But I thank you for pointing it out. I needed to be put in my place, and you were the guy to do it. You were the guy to do it. I am humbled. I bow to Sir Up. This shirt hanging over making me look like I got a little more pouch than I got, dude. I don't like that. I don't like that. So your eyes are no better, Rob? Hey, aging is complicated. Aging is complicated. So what did you guys think? You think that 300 is decent price for this knife? Like it's a good knife, and it's a vintage knife, and it's a restored knife, and golly, doing beautiful things. I should name it Jungle Boogie after that guy in my comment section. It was Jungle Boogie. So, thinking of that, can you believe though? I made that handle out of that wood. Jungle Boogie. Oh, this will allow, while that's drying and while this thing in the oven is happening, 300 seems more than fair. Like I've seen them for upwards of two, um, just, you know, not in the greatest of shape. And I've seen them like as low as 70 in very bad shape, like how that one was when I got it. So I figured now it's more of a luxury thing than a, you know what I'm saying? It's a luxury thing with some practical implications. So I feel like that's moderately, reasonably fairish. And then I've got this kind of thing And these are one ofs, handmade stuff. I'm gonna put it on the site. I don't know what I would fetch for it. I would probably ask for less than that. I don't know, but it's handmade. It's good steel, good stuff overall. I don't know. I have a tough time pricing art. I really do. I don't have a tough time pricing practical things. I have a tough time pricing art. I need to find. I'm going to get my cleaning solution, and I'm not going to ask you guys to help me look for it. I'm not. I'm just going to casually scan the room. I don't think it's in here though. I think it's outside. Let's see how cleaner does. Yikes. Didn't do much. Evaporated quick as heck. So I guess I do need some actual household cleanery things. I think this is probably epoxy. I might have been cutting something with this, or glue of some sort. Cut through something with glue on it. But I'm always cleaning stuff off these blades. All of them. Your time is worth a lot. Thank you. I appreciate that. Um, you have a fun size Twix? Oh my God, I want one so bad now. You were gonna sell one, weren't you? Yeah, I'm eventually gonna sell, hopefully quite a bit of them going forward. Like I'm kind of selling. I'm trading with a couple of artisans, a couple of them, um, people who could use them and who also have stuff that I just can't do that I find amazing and fascinating. So I've been fortunate a couple times over with that, but I think I want to start clearing some moolah so I can keep building the site. I really am on this thing where I want to do better. And it really is kind of one of those situations where, like, the next tier better is the good editing software and or paying somebody to do it for me or teach me. And then there's stuff like the lathe. I need a couple $100 worth of parts to really be able to turn the way I want to. It's just not the kind of thing that don't like you can look up. I don't want to discourage people. You can definitely look up and get one with all the stuff. Um, but I got mine pretty cheap for a lathe of its size and working. But I am missing some accessories that I would have needed to actually do a good job turning anything. And now I've got some great people in the community that are teaching me what to do and what to get. So that'll be happening soon. But again, that's one of those things that needs money. And, no way to clear a room out better. I'm talking about that. I'm down the Copper West Nine. Do I have some acetone or denatured alcohol? I do. I do. This seems to have done the trick, though. I am gonna with just some old slightly soapy water solution I got down there. I've always got that. I always try it first, just in the event of. So in this case, I think it worked out okay. But I think I still, yeah. Let me see what I got in the spirits category. I got some acetone. It used to do pretty well. And it's just because on that spine, it's got a bunch of junk back there. Pop that off. May I ask for experiment for a handle? Heck yeah. Wild and wavy down for the West Desert knife. For my members, though, I'd make them one. They could pick one of the ones I already have. But like for Cobb, I'm making him one. Or I made him one. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. That was super fast and easy. That was super fast and easy. Sometimes you forget that the old stuff is like that stuff's in my shop for that exact reason. Sitting on a shelf being neglected. Cleaned up nice. Cleaned up nice. Because all of these I use. Well, most of these I use, except for the ones that I just put together. But I like to give them some field use just to see how practical they are and just to see how long they hold an edge and that kind of thing. I just don't want to I don't want to give away anything bad. Um, I certainly don't want to sell anything bad or anything that I'm not certain of to some degree. That looks good. That looks good. We're going to work the new sharpening blocks on these and just see if this does better in general. See if they do better. I'm going to start with the 350 right here. The 320. I'm going to just try to get you a midget closer. In fact, let me do this. Let me put you over here. Way better, right? Put in fine mesh, unflavored steel wool and wool vinegar for a couple days and apply the wood to the wood before finishing. Oh, the blackening. Yes, yes. I was thinking my next one, I was gonna put it, seal it in a bag or a case with ammonia underneath it, and then see if it'll blacken it that way, which I think would be awesome. Yeah, I've seen that. I have not done it, but yeah, I'll grab some steel wool and I will do that exact experiment, and I'll do a short for it. For sure, I'll do that. All right, we're gonna try these blocks now, and I'm gonna try to see if I can make this edge extend. It's going to be sort of kind of like recutting it, but not quite exactly that. Hold still. You're going to like this. I did some speakers that I made about 15 years ago. I did it on pine. That's nice. That's nice. Beard, yes, it is called ebonizing. I've not done it though. I've not done it yet. The closest I've come to it, a bleached purple heart, um, which just makes it more vivid, which is very nice. Um, and then I baked it, that purple heart. Also, pretty cool. Let's see if I'm making any progress. This edge, I am sort of. Wonder if I can go down further in my grit and have any success. Because what is that, 3? I don't know if I want to go lower than 300. I believe that edge is established. It was a frame for a TV. It turned out really nice. Oh, that's cool. I'd love to see it. Elon, what up, man? How the heck are you? Now, this knife here is obviously, it's an Ozark Trail, so this is a budget knife. Like, this is probably a $20 brand new knife. And all I did was change the scales and, working the blade. But, like, you can't ask no real money for this. So, this will be my daily. This will continue to just be something in my pocket. Or it can be just a discount. Like I could have some, not necessarily have to be best of the best on the site too. Offer some cool, because this is mostly about having a good knife that you can pull out and flex on your ops. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But it is very much about having a good looking knife in your pocket that you like. and that works good, or on your desk, or in your car, or whatever. So you choose to do. I grabbed a bunch of different Ozark trails with the D2 blades and gave them a tune-up. Ooh. How do I make the blades? I generally cut my blades out of old table saw blades from my shop. Instead of throwing them away, it's good steel, and if you heat treat it, it can get to be really good steel, suitable for a knife. We got one in the oven right now. Probably be ready in about 20 minutes. Let's see if any of this changes with the 400 grit stones. Let's just see what we get out of it. Try to move this in a way that doesn't make everything else fall all over the place. This is the 400 grit. You'll do well. So give me one quick second. That's my beautiful wife. And we're back. Just securing the dinner plans. We're gonna jump up to the thigh 4,000 rats. What's for dinner? We are gonna have pizza. They took a little vote, the boys. On Fridays, my wife does not cook, and also for the rest of the week. I'm kidding. I do cook probably more in our household, but on Fridays we'll splurge occasionally. I think we're gonna have some Johnny's Pizza, the New York style pizza place around the corner from here. He was loading a bowl and watching his angle. Lasagna, salad, garlic, and bread here. Oh my God, I would love some lasagna. I would love some lasagna. Oh my God, that sounds so good. Takes about the same amount of time to cook as a knife, so maybe maybe I should get back on my lasagna skills. I'm gonna hit this with the 3,000 grit now. I'm gonna still let that. Let's go ahead and try it with the blade forward, with the edge forward. See if we can keep on that thing. All right. I don't think I want to chop up my 4,000 grit. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and get to the stropping. Get to the stropping. Get to the strap. Or we could put these. Hmm. We could put these sand blocks on it, edge. I don't know though. That might be good. That might just be ready for stropping. Be happy. Let's see. Let's see. Mama, come here quick. Yes, this thing can strop anything. It's pretty amazing. The only place it doesn't have great stropping is right on that very edge. You don't get quite as deep on some knives, but otherwise, that 3,000 grit slur is great for polishing. I take care of my mom and brother, so I cook every day. Right on, Andrew. Sounds like a good family member to have in this space. So we got a decent edge, visually anyway. But I don't know how visual cuts anything. Let's see if we've got sacrificial wood. Ugh. We always just pick random chunks of wood. And today, piece of white oak. Not bad. I'm not in love with it. I'm doing a lot of shaking, sorry. Sharp enough to cut, but I don't like the control comparatively. Let's see what this little thing will do. Sharpened it this morning. Different level of control. Yeah, that needs more work. All right. Where are we going to get that work from? Let's go ahead and get to these big grits then. Earlier today, we just went with the a little bit heavier grit stuff. And sandpaper. Let's give ourselves the opportunity to improve our edge. Taking care of anyone is showing great character, indeed. True words. That's what this whole channel be about, man. I swear the people who are most active in this channel are the best hearts. Now stand on that. Stand on it. Hello, this is Wes.
Hello?
Hello.
Good evening. My name is Rebecca. I'm calling about a quick eligibility review on your account.
Shut up. Rebecca the computer. What the frick? That was somebody's lawnmower shooting a rock right into my garage door. I know it because I can hear the lawnmower out there. It had to come from far away because nobody's close enough to me for it to not come from far away. And I'm glad it hit my door because, I mean, didn't hurt anything. Now we got a 1200 grit piece here to sand with. I got a contact in an email yesterday from a company that sells sharpening systems. They seem pricey. But they want me to do a video on it. I guess I should give them my phone number where they can call me and talk about it. I'd be so unsure about people these days. You know what I'm saying? All right. 2000. 2000. And technically, with stones, we went up much higher in grit. But I don't think grits necessarily translate apples to apples when you go from paper to stone, from stone to diamonds. You know what I'm saying? Now let's see. Back to my big black strop. Ugh. Agent, what's going on? How you doing? Gotta get to Andre 3000. 3000. I don't think I'm gonna go to the 2000 this time. Let's see. Shiny edges don't cut stuff though, do they? But those ones definitely don't. The budget blade. We're gonna try to make something shake with it. Use the same block for measure. That's better. I'll take something shallow. Not bad. Not bad. Take something off the top. No, it's a A little ambitious. A little ambitious. I still feel like we could get more out of this. I feel like we could get more out of this edge. I feel like I should get more out of this edge. Let's try these. Let's start again. More refinement with the Gambit. The Gambit 3000. $600 to $1,200. After you move, when I get the house built, I would like to build an old-fashioned Ford. That'd be nice. Must leave you, Wes. Dozing off after taking meds. Much love to you all. All right, Rob. Have a great night, man. Have a good night's sleep, bud. Enjoyed you earlier today in your live stream. Good night, Uncle Rob. Oh. Ugh. Almost left out the strop. Stop shaking. Nope. Not that sharp yet. I really might have to cut this edge. Because look, it's very refined, but it's just not sharp yet. Looks good. It's holding a problem. Not holding an edge. So I may have to recut this edge entirely. Right here feels sharp. Supposed to be able to catch on your fingernail, right? And that's where it catches, right there at the edge. That's where it feels sharp. Let's see. Yeah, that's where it's behaving. That's where it's behaving like a carver. But up here, it's not. Hey, agent, what's up? All right, so think I need to. I'm gonna come back to it. You know, I don't stop and I don't give up, but sometimes it's tiresome. I'm gonna give myself a little break, and in that break, I'm gonna go upstairs and cut that knife off. It is in the fire right now, and it should be ready. You see, Wardley activated his rematch clause. Oh, word! Nice. Hey, it is what it is. That's a good fight. It's a good fight. I missed the first one, but it's a good fight. So I'll be glad to maybe catch it live, man. That'll be dope. I got another shot. I really like watching fights live. I hope Atama fights the winner. Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be a good fight. That'd be a good fight for sure. Atama's a talent, man. I think there's a lot of excitement in the future from that guy. But I'm glad y'all hung out with me for this time. That's gonna dry. That's gotta dry, and then I gotta add that to it. But that's not gonna be too complex. And then I gotta get my tongs, and we'll get this thing out of the oven. But I'll catch up with y'all when I come back. I'll be back at some point tonight, and we'll finish that knife, build it, and see what we can do. Till then, thanks for hanging. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for these, especially. And thanks for those when you do it. I think that came from Rob trying to be cool and get my attention. But yeah, it was awesome hanging out, man. I enjoy y'all very much. Thank y'all. Um, come back anytime. Anytime you see my light lit up, I'd love to see you. I'm gone. West does it. Peace and shouts out to everybody who